shit.
Yeah. Today we are reacting to Gravity Game. I've heard this song, but I already forgot what it sounds like. Goddamn motherfucking mosquitoes.
Who has not heard this song?
I don't think I have.
Son of a bitch.
Mearson, have you heard it?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I have not heard it either.
Yo, I'm fucking living in hell. I swear to God. I sleep, get bit by mosquitoes all night. Fucking can't even get out of bed.
Sorry, man.
Fucking.
Maybe some WAGAMAMA RAKIA will make you feel better.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I like this song.
Oh, we're going to remind you right now.
Let's do it.
All right.
Nice.
I'll go.
All
Okay.
right.
All right. So I like everything about this so far. Like legitimately everything that I've heard so far, I thought was really cool. The beginning with the drums, I thought the drummers sounded really good, just kind of like building up before the lead riff came in. The lead riff is nice, melodic, cool, progressive sounding, but a little bit punky also. I really like the vocals and that transition coming from the pre-chorus into, I guess, part 2 of the pre-chorus where it got like a little heavier and she started yelling. We got into that little clean transition, like nothing in the song was clean, but then we get a little clean guitar lick in there to go from one part to the next. I fucking loved that. And then her vocals in the chorus, or both their vocals in the chorus, I don't know how many of them are singing, but it's at least 2, right? I think they sound awesome. Just like we were talking about in last week's reaction with Bish, they sound raw, and I like that. When you think Idol, you don't think raw, but I'm getting that raw vibe from their vocals again. So I'm a big fan so far.
Well said, man.
Yeah,
Cool.
I like it. I think I dig like the Bish sound more, but this is pretty good. I actually don't remember. I'm pretty sure I've heard this song, but because the name looks super familiar. But
Same.
yeah, it looks
I don't
very
like the
familiar.
key change.
Yes.
Yeah, the key change was cool.
In the chorus.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
You don't like it?
I don't like the key change. I usually don't.
Here, I want to
But-
go back
Really?
and hear it again then.
But I
It's-
think it's something that I could grow to just like.
It's
I
a
usually,
typical.
I usually never like them initially. I don't know what the fuck it is about
Gotcha.
key changes. I just hate them.
Like throws you out of the vibe or something?
but
Well,
But
it's
it's-
jarring. It's intentionally jarring, right?
right, but yeah, it's just what happens after that's kind of more important. So, but everything before that was fucking great, man. So yeah, I think I could definitely grow to dig it.
That keychain is very common in Japanese music too. That exact
like it.
one. So that's why I'm iffy about it too. Like
It,
I like
it takes a psyche to get me to like that shit.
or Otto, the one that Champ and I reacted to. Those were beautiful. Like that key change at the end, right? Wave that she does, where like you barely could tell. It's just a half
Oh,
step.
yeah.
Yeah, she's just
Right.
a half step down. You could barely.
Very smooth.
Very
See, that's an impressive key change is when they can change key and you don't even notice. Unless
Yeah.
you're really paying attention.
Those
are
are
the
my
ones,
favorite.
Ryan. Those are the ones.
I'll say this: as much as I love Passcode, Passcode does it in about half their songs. Like legitimately, like probably 30 to 50% of their songs, do they go with a key change at some point in the song, and it's always super jarring. They do it intentionally, don't get me wrong, but it's always super jarring. This one actually, maybe because I've listened to so much Passcode, it didn't hit me as hard. Like I didn't mind it.
Right.
Yeah.
Ready?
Right on. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, sorry.
Go ahead.
When it's super smooth, like it subconsciously sends you to a different place
Yeah.
without even realizing it, but it's like a comfortable ride.
And if you could do it with the vocals, I always think that usually I think that works out the best, where you can take the vocals, not break, right? Like a single note, like and it ends somewhere else, and that's when the key changes in the music too.
Ornamento.
It's so good like that.
You know what I want to hear? Nobody does a key change where it fucking drops. It's always higher. That's what fucking bothers me. So I should hear
let's do it.
The rumbling, Sim, the rumbling does it. They drop key change lower.
Really?
Yes.
See?
It's technically
They go up first though, right?
no.
Don't
It goes
don't
low.
they key change up and then key change back
the
down?
key change low, right in the middle, where it gets deep. Wave, you know that big drop where like
Yeah, the
that's key change right there. They drop to, it's technically octaves, but it's still key change technically. I guess
Is it though? If it's an octave, I don't know.
Oh, it's
Oh,
not
no,
an
that's
octave.
not-
No,
different
hold on,
key.
hold
What I
on,
usually
hold on.
don't like about
No,
it is it's going from
I
a
didn't
cool
mean to say
fucking
that.
minor groove to a fucking major
No,
feel.
it
And I
is a
fucking
key
hate
change.
that.
I remember what it was. It drops 2 octaves, but then it goes a half step. It does technically go higher, but it's lower because it goes a half step up. That's right. That's what it was. That's what I
Okay.
just say. Because if you listen to it, his whole vocal, it changes. It shifts over in the middle of it, and it's so interesting because they have an octave drop, and then he changes keys with it. So technically, Champ, you're right. He goes higher, but it's lower because of the 2 octave
That's what
drop.
happens. That's how they avoid that, right? Like that's how they get into that low key change if they want to. They got to go up first.
Bro, it gets
I will say this: the
brutal on that
perfect
song.
key change in music to me, right? I'm just gonna name a song right here: Postmodern Jukebox, "Creep," the cover of "Creep" that they do.
Radiohead?
Yeah, Radiohead's "Creep." They got Haley Reinfeld. She goes into a key change towards the end of the song. It's up, of course, but it is so flawless. And at first, you're like, "What just happened?" And then you realize what happened, and you're like, "Oh, beautiful."
Unleash the Archers is I don't have any problem with their key changes. Whatever they're fucking doing, whatever happens is just how they back it up is just fucking great. It's not just a change and then stuff like it just goes on. It just change and like there's some kind of transition that just makes it all worth it. Anyway.
Let's hear this key change again. Let's see.
Yeah.
I think it's before that, right?
Yeah. I think that's it.
I like it.
That song's really cool.
Fucking drummer.
Damn, she's cute.
Fucking love that.
That was really fucking cool. I like
Fuck
that.
yeah, dude.
That was actually good rapping. Not saying the other ones are not
Actually good.
but it felt better. Like I hear it in Pasco sometimes. I'm like, that I really like. It felt smooth to me, but this is my opinion on it. I don't know. It sounded really flowing, like with the whole song. It wasn't just like out of nowhere. Hey, here's some rap. Let me throw it in. Because I've heard a lot of bands do this style, but that was cool. I like that. how they did that.
I thought it was excellent also, and I love how they maintain these little moments of like other stuff also. Like they came in with it at some point, just like randomly like throw in a little bit of metal there, and then they've got the cool little like they're shifting very nicely from genre to genre, because this second verse, the first verse was pretty much like pop punkish mixed with like some new metal, I guess, and then like the second verse has been half rap and then like half this sort of like J-pop sound, the first half of it. So they've added all of these genres into it, and they're not like combining the genres at once, but into segments of the song, and I think that they all still flow really nicely with each other. So I'm really liking this so far. This is my favorite of their songs so far.
Yeah, I can't remember their other songs, man. I'm trying to, but I know I've seen.
We did one of them on here on Patreon, and it was like the wrong one. Don't Fear a New Day is what it was called. I thought it was cool, but it was definitely like a poppier song versus like this one and like Survive, which has more metal elements to it also.
Okay.
I love it when the rapper gets in that like deep, gritty, like that spot, because it's not like, I don't know. A lot of rappers can sound like nasally, you know, but this is like super full, powerful sound.
I actually thought she had a little bit of like air in her breath, in her voice too, while she was doing it. I thought it was a little airy.
Flow.
I like when she went "Ra-ta-ta-ta."
She had a good flow. That's what it was. She had a
it was
very
nice. It was melodic.
Cadence. It was very good cadence.
It was
Ryan
a
Mears
melodic
guitar
rap
solos.
I was reminded of a Voice of Bocce product, actually. The way she was rapping there, and it had that kind of, she was rolling the R's there and stuff. It was very cool. But I just did a few videos of them, so that it was just kind of the melody where it was kind of bouncing around was just reminded me of them. It's fucking cool, man. Nice. I really dig it. I really dig it.
I wanted to.
Really cool.
I also wanted to say I really like the vocal melody in the pre-chorus. Da 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 da. It's like 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Even though instrumentation isn't playing that type of beat in the background, it's more on like it's a 4 measure thing. It's cool. It just sounds good. It's unique.
Oh yeah.
I'll let you guys hit play, because every time I hit play, I fail.
ザザ暗い未完成の夜不完全な僕でさえも奪ってくれよ My God My J Wow 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 ってこれがウェポン私だけのエゴ願うだけ乗るだけの夢物語に今終止符を打つ終止符を打つこの世界のもの
You should have kept her voice like that.
この世はちぎりの引き出し神様が焼けつながらない強さも弱さも全て背負いながら断ち切るくだらないさに決してもこれが世界なんだ君はもう気づいたさあ示して這い上がれどうかここからが始まりの合図タッカファイヤーバーン
I've heard this riff from somewhere.
It's epic.
Okay, that key change. I had to figure out why it sounded so smooth, and it's staying in C, but the verses and the pre-chorus and everything were in like C minor, just like regular Aeolian.
Just going major.
Then they just changed to major, C major.
Yeah,
even the first note, that first note when they get into it, is C.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just
it does sound like a key change. Because even
it is a different key.
It is a different key.
It's just changing the minor third up to a major third. Because her first note is the major third of C when they had been in C minor. So it is jarring. Because it's a note that wasn't in the previous scale.
It just didn't exist in there. Yeah, that's what that is. I don't mind that at all. But to be fair, I've heard a lot of it. it's not my favorite part of the song, but I immediately forget that they do it after they go into the chorus.
Guys,
right? So like that jarring second just disappears for me immediately afterwards.
Did you hear those unique effects though when they were coming in and out of parts? Like where it's like that click, 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 click. Like it had like this weird clicking noise that was so satisfying. I don't know what it was. It's like a percussive kind of falling down a stair. I was like, oh yeah, he said ooh to that. I thought he was talking about that, not the key change. I was like the sound effects. I was like, that was interesting way to put that in there. It sounded really cool.
I also just think the drummer is fucking awesome, and like it's so inconsistent, like intentionally. I'm not saying like she's messing up, but I mean like the beats themselves are so inconsistent. Like she just comes in with these, and then it like disappears into something else, and then like it'll come back at some point later on or whatever. She's really creative, man. And I feel like she's keeping the like heaviness of the song like there all the time.
By the way, when I said the riff was familiar, I realized I'm like, duh, because I've heard this song already. I was like, I found it that we have our reaction up on this song. I was like, oh crap.
There you go. All right, we're going.
All right, yeah. Good to go.
Oh, also, I like the falsetto. The girl that's singing in the second half of the chorus. I think she's doing a really good job.
Oh, that was the other thing. That one girl's voice was so amazing, but then they threw that Vocaloid or that
auto tune there. Where was it?
Like, no, why?
It was over. It was unnecessary.
Great. It was so unnecessary. Is my only part.
But the rapper came in after the second chorus and screamed a little bit, which I thought was really cool.
That was cool. Wait,
only a little bit.
Like the guy that would bang his guitar on things. I don't know why.
Huh? What happened?
I heard you thump your freaking mic.
Here we go, baby. 3, 2, 1.
Man, I really gotta hear that fucking song again, like uninterrupted. The spaces where we talk is so much that I forget what the fuck happened. Like I can't string it together in my head. So when
just replay it and not pause.
Well, I mean the key change, I think I could get used to it, but when did that breakdown, all the kind of shit happened, and like the second breakdown, I guess, like I knew it was gonna come in to that different key after it, and sure enough it did. It stayed there. I was really hoping it didn't, but it did. But I think I could
You mean after they did like the build up, like the palm use, and then it like rang out the chords for the next part? Yeah. I know what you mean.
But is it a bad song? Hell no, dude. It's fucking cool. There's so much cool shit in it that I'll listen to it again. I'll get used to it. But the drums alone, I'll listen to that song and listen to the fucking drums. The drums are fucking crazy.
Wave, thoughts?
I mean, you guys said it all pretty much. So many cool like sonic textures and arrangements throughout the song.
Yeah,
I thought it was a lot of
changes.
Cool. Huh?
Did you like it?
Yeah. Like I thought from start to end it was engaging and kept my interest peaked.
Alan, thoughts now that you've heard this a second time, possibly? Sort of.
No, I definitely did hear. I just forgot about it. I completely forgot how it sounded. It's just we have a Patreon supporter Shell that he shows me a lot of songs like this, so it sounds like the same old formula. But but something that's amazing about these kind of groups is that the sound design and stuff that goes behind it. Like there's so much work going behind it. So like I just appreciate that appreciate that alone, because it takes so much work to design all those sounds and stuff that we heard. So it's really impressive how they come up with these little subtle sound designs, like that, like falling down the stairs kind of effect. That was their way of entering into the key change and stuff like that, or like just different kind of weird synths. Like I just, in my head, I'm like, how do you keep randomly just coming up with cool things that go together? Because like every band you hear like this, they're all different when it comes to that sound design, because it's really hard to do the same thing over again. Melodies and stuff can be similar, but crafting those sounds are, guys, it's like 1 in a million. Seriously, after you throw in like 8 plugins, when you get up to like 8 plugins on there and you're sitting there messing with warping tools and stuff like that and trying to sync it, like I've done it before, like it's crazy. Like you start off with this like generic piano sound and end up with like this spacecraft sound that's like from fucking Mars, and like was sucked into the ocean and spit back out and then threw down a tunnel, falling down the staircase. It's like, how did we arrive at this point? So that part always just
keep
like
fucking with it.
Yeah.
Fucking with it.
There's
fucking
a
with it.
dude sitting at his synth going up, push buttons, up, push buttons, up, push buttons. That's cool. Do that one. Then we'll go up, push button. It's just random as fuck.
Like
It's not
actually
near as complicated as you think. It's just like, oh, this sounds cool.
and it isn't. It just sounds complicated, but it's like, man, you run out of ideas for a while. Like, I almost want to just do a stream where I just do sound design for an entire fucking stream, because you could. You're like, all right, guys, we're gonna design some funky sounds and just put them together. Because if they're all in the same key for the most part, I mean, you can make them work.
That's so true, though. Like when you do your own sound design, like creating synths and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you put a ton of work into this to shape the sound, and you're super proud of it. And then people will go and use presets, and that sound awesome, but it's like, they're just using a preset that was already on their synth or whatever.
It's like the same idea.
And I put so much time into creating this sound.
It's like the same idea.
You
with
do Wave is you
samples too,
sell
right?
those online. That's what I used to do. I used to make. I used to work with a rapper called. I should show you guys. I actually did sound design. I was working with KC Reaper, and it was a pretty fun project. Because I had to work, I never knew how to do hip hop beats, so I had to learn how. That's how I learned how to program and do sound design and stuff. And while I forgot where I was going with this. Where was I going with this? What did you say, Wave, again? You triggered this, and
You were talking about selling your synth sounds.
oh yeah, that's right. So every sound design that I made, I would I had a site where I sell it online. You can sell it. You turn it into a package. And if they have certain stuff, and there's a way to do it, but there's a site that'll convert it, and you have all of your beats. I'd have all my beats and stuff that I use for his songs, and I could resell them, license them, and also license the patches. Like, so that's something that you could do though. Like, you put in all the work, but man, you could go ahead and sell them. You just have to give them really unique names. Like, I had one called. This is, a little derogatory, but it's called Wet Pussy, and it sold like crazy.
That's almost exactly what I was gonna say for a good name.
I don't know, I was like,
that's perfect.
But you have to put names like that. Like, people don't get it. You have to put like really out there names, because when you're looking at a list of sounds and you see all the names for these, a lot of people don't know this, but like when producers go look, they purchase some of those sounds. Like, some actual producers will go look at these lists, and sometimes. Like, the goal is you got to grab their attention, like fried hot dogs. They got to
hear what this sound is.
Or like, so when I had that one that was like Wet Pussy, I sold like 40 of them. 40 of that pack or whatnot, of course. And like, dang. Or like you see some weird ones, like there's one called Grinded Cock. I was like, well, what the fuck is it's like really obscene names. Like,
how did we get here?
Like,
Anyway, it's a pretty cool song.
Wait, let me say what I felt about the song before.
Wait, I just wanted to mention this, like, because, like, we never talk about the sound design parts of it, because, like, there's a lot that go to. So some people will craft it. Some people will buy bunches of patches and throw them together and do it, like, what Ryan was said, they'll go up, down, whatever, and then, like, arrive to one. But it's still like amazing that nobody like recycles back to another one. Most of them are pretty unique, even after listening to Otto.
Except for all the samples out there.
Exactly.
Everybody's sampling everything.
Well, you can tell when someone's using samples or samples mixed with original stuff. Yeah, that's true. Like somebody that took Morissette's beat from the Wish Bus. Somebody took the Wish Bus beat, or Wish Bus took the beat from a Vocaloid song. And I found out on a stream, like, it was so hilarious. It was the exact same beat. But anyways, I'm done talking about that. But yeah, there's a lot behind the sound design industry, I guess you say, that business. So
True story. All right.
Champ,
Song was
what'd you
fucking
think?
awesome. I love the drums. I fucking love that song. Pretty much everything about it. The key change is my least favorite part of the song, but it's also like I don't mind it at all. I thought the vocals in the chorus were fucking amazing. I love the rapper. I love that she screamed later. I love that transition with the clean. I love the random drums. I love that they shifted from genre to genre to genre and then back and then kind of like combined it all at the end. There was nothing about that song that I did not like. That was probably my favorite
Did
song that
you-
we've listened to together as a group reaction.
did you think it needed some grinded cock sounds, or?
No, thank you. I want to go eat dinner.
Champ's like, let's wrap this up. Yes.
Enjoy your dinner.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm just
Have a good night, guys.
Later, guys.
See ya.
Later.